Matisse was very broke, and he had that painting. He used to get up in the morning, come downstairs before he went to work, have his bit of breakfast, and look at the Cézanne. He looked at it for an hour every morning. Matisse would look at his picture and get so high on it that he'd go and work for 15 hours. He was skinned for another 10 years after Cézanne had died and become a hot property. And an American dealer offered him $1 million for it. And he said, leave it out.
All right. Welcome, everyone. I wanted to thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate you giving me the opportunity to talk to you. I wanted to ask a few simple questions about the mod you're working on. You know, get the community in gear for what's coming up ahead. All right. You guys ready? Actually, don't answer that. We don't have time.
Oh, gosh.
Starting off, I'm going to hit you guys with a softball question. Where did the idea for Concord Stories come from?
Well, Foxel and I actually met because we were both working on testing Sim Settlements 2. There's a component that you reach at a certain point when you're playing Sim Settlements 2 where the doors around the Commonwealth start to populate. You know, what Foxel's vision was to make more of these doors function so that there are characters and actual storylines behind them.
The idea of Concord Stories was using this system to add not only families, but also shops, dungeons, and quests that you, as a player, can explore.
All right, very good. So, what do you guys think the mod is going to look like when it first comes out? What are the first sites we're going to see when we start playing this mod?
So first and foremost, it will take a little moment until, of course, Concord Stories triggers if you do a new save file, obviously, because you also have Sim Settlements 2 as a prerequisite for that beforehand.
You will start to see additional people walking in towns, in the street.
The idea is that you will get some characters appearing telling you about their future projects, but not yet settled. When you start actually building up your settlements, you will have more and more NPC appearing with their corresponding houses and shops.
Doors that were previously abandoned and boarded up suddenly have a sign on them that's a business or something else like that. And you'll be able to talk to people that you've never seen before, like random encounters and things like that. So, I mean, that's probably what people will notice first, are, you know, the characters that are walking around and then the doors that are opening up. And they will do that randomly. These doors can appear in Far Harbor or Nuka World, you know, just wherever those abandoned house or buildings are with those doors that are boarded up.
There are many ways to tell the player that there is new content, and we have the radio that will announce with ads if there is a new shop, or if there is a new quest like, hey, this person needs help. So the player will know when there is nothing, and he has also the choice to explore by himself.
I think they all had their kind of unique touch to them, so I always like designing levels that really stand out with a unique vibe. So if you take the Sheriff's Office, the Wasteland Watches, the Casino, Shreznik Cell, the Bibliodome, they all have kind of a very unique touch, or like a very clear concept, if you know what I mean. And I love building those kind of cells that have a very clear route of where this is going. And I enjoyed them the most, more than just generic homes, for example. I mean, the apartment building that I designed was fun, and I like building it, but in the end, I think it cannot outweigh the other cells so far.
Well, that actually does bring me to my next question, which was, what was you guys' favorite cells to design in this mod?
I think that my favorite cell to design was probably the Wastelanders Day Spa, but there are often a lot of little things that go into cells that I have a lot more fun actually creating, like the fish pond that went into the Wastelanders Day Spa in the corner upstairs. That was a lot of fun. It has a little waterfall in it. And then I went and also created a fish tank in the schoolhouse, which has, you know, of course, both of these things have swimming fish in them and other animations and things. So little tiny details like that. I spent a lot, like way more time than I probably should have on those two objects. But probably the Wastelanders Day Spa, because I enjoyed trying to create a space where Wastelanders would actually go to get clean, you know, and to make all of the elements inside, like the different products and things like that, for helping them along that path. That was a lot of fun.
I think my personal favorite detail has been laying all the cables for this kind of cyber spider in JustWanya, which has, I don't know how long it has taken me, to be frankly honest with you, building all these cables so dedicated that it really seems like they're actually hanging there and they work around it like a little bit like a net of a spider, you know. That was the initial idea for this one. Yeah, I think that was one of the details I enjoyed doing the most.
That is a wrap. All right, everybody. Who's ready for some lunch? I'm thinking Benito's. Did somebody say Benito's? Massimo Benito? Where is the pizza peel you brought from Bunker Hill?
It's on the wall, near the oven.
That is a shovel, you idiot! Our last joint may have been Los Toretos, but it doesn't matter. It happened before, and it will happen again. We are nothing if not resilient.
Oh, it's you! Welcome to my parlor. Door's open. I'm upstairs.
Hello again, you. I'm glad you came. I have a proposition for you. One you'll find most intriguing. You and me, we'd be unstoppable out there.
Nice place you have here.
Normally, I do portrait photography in my studio upstairs, but sadly, that is on hiatus these days. I wish I could leave my shop unattended, but I can't, or else I'd lose even more money.
Oh, hey, can you please clean my house? I can't do this anymore.
Well, it's that enough face only a mother can love. People call me Shresnik, or Butcher, if that makes things easier. But you can call me anytime.